And we'd also love to see Jeff spill coffee on himself. So you killed two birds with one stone.
Birds.
Birds. Anyways. Hello everyone, welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about
Board games.
And
board gamey things.
Exactly. For anybody here that is an OG Foster the Meeple subscriber, you may remember that back in the day, yonder, some might say.
Yonder is
far its distance.
Isn't yonder in the future?
Oh no, yonder.
Oh yeah, true.
That way. Anyway, back in the day, we did a series called BGG Have We Played It? And we went through the top 1,000 games on BGG and said whether or not we played it. Now, we did that series when we were kind of almost first getting into the hobby.
Yep.
So we hadn't played a lot of games, and people in our community, we had, but like not as many as we have now. And people recently in our community have said, hey, you should revisit that series. We would love to know how it's changed. And we'd also love to see Jeff spill coffee on himself. So you killed two birds with one stone.
Birds.
Birds. Anyways, that's what we're doing today. We're going to go through the top 100. I don't know if we're going to continue the series with 1,000, but we wanted to redo the top one. Jeff says yes. Okay, we wanted to redo the top 100 at the very least.
This is like my favorite series, and Jamie's always like, well, we need to do it.
No, we do. So we're going to start at 100 this time.
I feel like we've played the majority of the top 100.
I feel like we have two now.
But maybe not, because I see one we haven't.
I might insert clips from the first time that we did this if there's any crossover. Sure. But just so you can see how sometimes in the past, sometimes in the past, I may have looked at a game and said, yuck, I'll never play that. And then I did, and I ended up loving it. So there you go.
It's true.
All right. Number 100 is Wingspan Asia.
I didn't realize this was in the top 100. That's
Me
wild.
either. This must be a new addition. Now, Wingspan Asia, we have played.
Yes.
We do own it for sure. The only one that we haven't played is the one that everybody says is the best one.
That might be this one.
Oh, is it? We've played Oceania.
We haven't played Asia.
I don't think we've played this one. Honestly, now we have. This is the 2-player one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we've definitely played this.
Yeah, it says right there, plays one.
Plays one. Oh, how does it know?
I don't know.
BGG knows my stuff. Must be because it's attached to my BG stats.
Maybe. That
makes sense. Okay. Number 99 is Concordia Venus. Have not played.
We haven't played regular Concordia.
No, and it is like one of the games that I want to play the most.
We were supposed to play it at our last GagoCon. It just didn't hit the table.
Didn't happen.
Yeah. Number 98 is Scout, which we've played a ton.
We played so much Scout, and I actually am shocked that this is on the top 100. This was definitely not on the 100 when we did this list before. Number 97 is the White Castle, which, yes, we have played. We love. It recently got added to BGA.
Yeah, I've played it a lot recently.
Same.
I'm so bad at it.
I don't remember how to play it.
I was just asking. I just played a game with Joe and Mike. Mike scored 59.
You didn't invite me?
Joe created it. So Joe didn't invite you. So blame Joe. Mike scored 59. Joe scored, I think, in the 40s, and I scored 21.
Yeah, but I don't remember how to play it.
I think 21's my best score. Number 96 is Through the Ages, A Story of Civilization. We have played this.
We have, but we played this before BG Stats.
Oh, okay. Oh, because, well, let's just ignore that then. But we have played Through the Ages. It's very good.
Number 95 is Beyond the Sun. I get this one confused with Eclipse. Which one have I played?
We've played Beyond the Sun.
And I hated it.
Yes.
I hated it.
It's the tech tree one.
I hated it.
To be fair, she played it on BGA.
And never learned it.
And didn't learn it. And I think she would very much like it if we had it in person and I could teach it to her.
Probably.
Beyond the Sun is a very good game.
The problem is that people have a tendency sometimes to invite us to games on BGA that we've never played. And I'm happy to play games on BGA, but I do not enjoy learning games on BGA. And if you invite me to a game like that and you are unsure whether or not I've played it before, please just ask. Because I'll just accept it and then be miserable as I play.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where I've actually started just declining.
Yeah, I think I should do that.
Invites because, Yes, it's like one of those things where people want to play their favorite games with us, which I get, but we've never played it. And then
now you made me hate it.
And then it just comes down to, hey, you just crushed me at your favorite game, and that was not enjoyable. Mm-hmm. Number 94 is Darwin's Journey, which I've played.
I haven't. I really want to.
And I very much like this game. It gives me Arnak-y vibes.
Oh, I love Arnak.
And I've only played it digitally, but I very much want to get a copy of this and teach it to Jamie. Mm-hmm. And thanks to our friend Kyle over at Table Knots for teaching me this and playing it with me, because otherwise I never would have discovered it. But it's very much one I want to add to our collection.
There's a lot of new games on this section of the list. Mm-hmm. Number 93 is Revive, which I haven't played.
I have played.
Oh, wow. Jab, you owe your question. Is it on BGA?
It is. Oh. I've played it 2 or 3 times now. I'm not sure how to optimize the scoring. I enjoy it. I want to try it in person, though, mm-hmm. which I think is pretty much the case for any physical digital iteration of a game I've played, but not physically.
It's like a Civilization kind of game? Mm-hmm. I love Civilization
and kind of like a survival type thing, yeah. Number 92 is El Grande, another game I've played.
And I haven't.
And Jamie hasn't.
What the actual flip?
And another game I've played digitally, but not physical.
Jeff's better at learning games digitally than me.
It's a area control-y game with like a master
it's a classic, right?
Yeah, I think again, another one I think you would enjoy a lot if we got a chance to play it.
82 is El Grande, a worker placement game for sure that I think. Board Game Barrage talks about this all the time.
Heard them mention that.
Never played it. Number 91 is
Teotihuacan.
City of Gods, which we have played ages ago.
You played it ages ago. I played it recently.
Okay, well, I played it ages ago. Like, this was also in that first grouping, that first, like, batch of games before we started making content.
This would be an interesting one if you have time to play a game with Nick and Mike at Gamma.
They love this one.
They love this game, and that's what I played it with last time.
I don't remember anything about it. You played it recently?
No, I didn't play it with Nick, sorry, because it would have been on BGA with Mike. I can't remember if Nick played, but I feel Nick doesn't play digitally.
Nick doesn't play BGA.
So maybe it was in person.
Oh.
Next, we have a classic worker placement, Lords of Waterdeep. We've played this a few times. I like Lords of Waterdeep.
Basic.
I think I've moved past that level of basic worker placement. But it's if you're like new to worker placement and you want to figure it out, it's a great intro into that system.
Or if you love D&D, it's it's like D&D.
We haven't played with any of the expansion stuff.
No. Here's one we haven't played. We're doing pretty good so far.
Yeah,
the first time that we did this, we were like, no. Aeon's End, we have not played. But we have Aeon's Legacy, Aeon's Trespass.
Aeon Trespass Odyssey? No, we don't own that. It's like a big box.
Big blue box?
No.
Bigger heart.
61 is a game that's been recommended to me a bunch and definitely is something I will play as soon as I can. That is Aeon's End. Mages defend humanity's last city, harnessing alien powers to destroy monstrosities. I mean, if you want to summarize a game that I'll play, it's that.
Number 88 is Fields of Arle, another game we have not played.
No.
Which is kind of criminal, because I feel like I would absolutely adore this game.
Is it an Uwe game?
It is an Uwe game, I believe.
So 50-50 on whether or not I'd like it. Here's the question. Is this an Agricola game, or is this a Hallertau game?
Well, it says construct dikes, drain bogs, harvest flax, and tend to newborn animals.
I don't know, but is it good or is it bad was my question.
Yeah.
Fields of Aerie, I've never heard of this game.
Is that Arle? It's Arle.
Oh. I don't have my glasses on. 87, Eclipse, New Dawn for the Galaxy. No. And honestly, no interest.
Yeah, there's a game group. Zach and them play this a lot.
Oh, do they?
Zach and Lance and them. And they've invited me a couple times, but I have a hard time wanting to play a group game, like a big
epic
4X space game that takes like 8 hours. Same as like
Twilight Imperium.
Twilight Imperium. Like, if I want to play a 4X game, I want to play the GMT one.
Yeah, Space Empires or whatever. I just don't care.
I know I would like Eclipse. I know I would, but I just don't know if I'll ever do it. Number 86 is Clank. Classic. We just grabbed Clank Catacombs, We love Clank. Clank was one of our intro games. It was one of the reasons why we're doing this. I would always play Clank if someone wanted to try it.
Same.
It's a great, great, great game.
I think I like Clank in Space even better.
Yeah. I'm very excited to play Clank Catacombs. I would like to play that soon, actually.
Same. 85 is 5 Tribes, which we have played. We've played it both in person. I've played it on BGA as well.
Well, this one's Gins of...
I think that's just what it's called.
Oh, that's the... Okay, I didn't realize. I thought it was just called 5 Tribes.
No, but yes, it's a good game. I like it.
I love 5 Tribes.
Yeah, I think we played it in person at the Board and Game Cafe.
You sure did.
And then I played it on BGA while I forgot how to play it. And then I think like as the game came to an end, I was like, oh, I think it's coming back to me.
I remember you liking it a lot. It's very mean.
Yeah.
I think you would like it if we tried it again.
5 Tribes. I've heard so many things about this game. We have not played it. They do have it at the Board and Game Cafe, so we could play it.
Number 84 is Azul.
Azul.
I've played base Azul so much online.
Yeah, Infinity.
Like, it's one of the 3 Bailey rotational games, or 3 or 4 rotational games. I love Azul. It's great. It's such a good
palate cleanser.
Yeah, mindless let's play a game.
Yeah, and mean, which is also always fun.
I mean, we play it mean. It doesn't have to be mean.
We play it mean. Okay, number 83 is Race for the Galaxy. We have not played any of these games. Race for the Galaxy, Roll for the Galaxy. They're supposed to be really good, and they're on BGA. So I don't know why we haven't played them, but
yeah. Number 82 is Kingdom Death Monster. I used to be pretty high on wanting to try this. I pretty much don't care anymore.
It's just it just feels like a lot.
I would love to experience it once, not play a full game, but just experience it for 30 minutes and be like, this is what it is.
I don't want to own it. I don't want to set it up. I don't want to learn it, and I don't want to pick it up. But if somebody has it already set up on the table and they're willing to teach us and play with us, then that is the way we would do it.
It's a lifestyle thing, right? Those are lifestyle games.
Exactly.
41 is a game I really, 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 really want to get. I really want to get it. Kingdom Death Monster.
Clank Catacombs. We haven't played it yet, but we do own it. We've played Clank in Space, regular Clank, and Clank Legacy, the first one.
We only played Clank Legacy one session though.
Yeah, but I feel like we played a lot of it in that one session.
Yeah, I don't remember how much we got through. But...
Yeah, but we haven't played this one, but everybody has said that this is the best one.
I mean, it makes sense. It's the newest iteration.
It's just getting better.
Number 80 is one of my favorite games of all time, and that is
played it.
Agricola. I love Agricola. I'm in a game of Agricola right now with 2 people that are incredibly good at Agricola. It's just, again, a couple people that are like, hey, do you want to play Agricola with us? We love that game. And I was like, sure. And then I realized how bad at Agricola I am.
Yeah.
But I love it. It's great.
I have to play Agricola this year. Ask me if I'm excited. For 77, Agricola. Unfortunately, I
love Agricola. Jamie hates it.
Number 79 is Slay the Spire, which we have on the way.
Yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't shown up yet.
Yeah.
It's shipped.
We ordered it from Board Game Bliss. And if you didn't know, we have a discount code and stuff for Board Game Bliss. It's all in the description. I'm really excited to play this. I haven't played the video game.
Yeah.
Jeff has played the video game.
I love the video game. I've played a lot of the video game.
I'm curious if I might even like the video game because I think it's
I keep telling you to try it.
And this is supposed to be a really good solo. I don't know. Can you play it higher than? You must be able to play it with more than one player. Yeah. But I'm excited for that one.
All right, number 78 is a game we do not like.
I don't like it.
That is The Crew. I really have nothing. I have nothing else to say about it. We've beaten this horse. Yeah. We've beaten this dead horse.
Yeah. Just keep kicking it.
For a very long time.
Yeah.
We do not like The Crew. If you want to know why we don't like The Crew, you can go back and watch many years of videos. But I think, to be honest, I would love to try it again. I don't.
Okay, well, I'll try it with somebody else because I just want to see.
Nick and Mike love The Crew.
Do they?
Yeah.
Well, I would, and so
I think
Rodney and Christy love The Crew.
Yeah, try it with people that love it.
Because I just want to know now that I know trick taking better. Do I actually maybe like this game more? Do I even know trick taking better? Nobody knows. Ooh, number 77 is Mechs versus Minions, which we have played and we do so love. This is a campaign. One of our Kickstarter goals or stretch goals was that we have to play a campaign from start to finish. We're going to get our backers to vote on that, and this is definitely going to be going in the
pool.
Yeah, the pool, because we really loved it. We only got to play like 3 scenarios.
Number 76 is Android Netrunner, a game we have played once. I have a ton of Android Netrunner content. It's another lifestyle game, though. It's a difficult learn because of all of the terminology and stuff. And then if you play it and then let it sit for too long, you have to relearn it. And that's kind of what's happened. The one play of it that we played, we adored. But it's something you need to continuously play to keep up on. Yeah. And if you don't, you're pretty
And there's
much
so
out
many
on
of
it.
these types of games. It's like, I would rather play Marvel Champions over something like this, or that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is a competitive game.
Number 75 is Star Wars Imperial Assault. Mansions of Madness and Imperial Insult, like that kind of like app.
What's Imperial Insult? Get yourself either. It's very similar to Imperial Assault, which is very different than Imperial Insult. Haven't played that one.
I would
very
rather
interested.
play Imperial Insult. Not Insult, which I often accidentally call it. We have played this game. It's been years, but we really, really, really enjoyed this game.
Yeah, I want to get back to it.
I think another one that's probably going to go in that campaign pool for the vote. Very similar to Lord of the Rings, Myrtles and Inner Earth. So, if you know.
I love that you were just not going to correct yourself. Lord of the Rings, Myrtles, and Middle Earth. Just leave it.
Inner Earth. Okay.
That's
Anyways,
the name of the game now.
Very similar to that game, which we love.
Number 74 is The Gallerist, a Lacerda game we have not played yet.
We own it.
We just got a copy of it, and I think at some point we're probably going to play through a bunch of the Lacerdas that we own.
Yeah.
We might do a series on them, perhaps.
I think so, yeah.
But I'm really looking forward to The Gallerist. I know it's a beloved one of his, so I'm excited to try it.
Same. 73, we have Paladins of the West Kingdom, which we have played. I would say this is probably both of our favorite one of all of the series.
It's still my favorite.
Because some of them get too heavy.
Yeah.
And this one is like the perfect chunk.
It's heavy, but not too heavy.
Exactly.
Paladins of the West Kingdom. As we just mentioned, we've played all of these.
Yes.
I don't know which ones I prefer.
We've not played that one.
Correct.
We're just a bunch of
friggin' lying to you.
So
Number 72 is Le Havre, which we have not played, which is another, I think, criminal gap in my gameplay
because it's
library.
Right?
Yeah. I very much want to play Le Havre. I just haven't had a chance to play it yet.
I don't like the way it looks.
I think it's Uwe.
Number 71 is Maracaibo, which we haven't played, but you've played Maracaibo? Not Pirates of Maracaibo. You played both. Okay. Well, Jeff has a whole other board game life away from me, apparently.
You would very much like Maracaibo.
I do love pirates.
It's
Are there pirates in it?
Like they say it's like, well, if you want this but this, it's play Maracaibo. Like maybe Great Western Trail.
Oh, I don't really like Great Western Trail, but I do like pirates. Okay, number 70, Jeff.
Clans of Caledonia, which is a game I've played only.
Digitally.
Oh no, did we play
I played it?
Did we play it in person once?
I haven't. You might have. I haven't.
I can't remember.
I played it one time on BGA. And I was like, meh.
I like Clans of Caledonia. I was playing with people that absolutely love Clans of Caledonia. I just don't understand the strategy and the synergy of the game yet. But I like it. I very much like the market tug and pull. But I enjoyed it. I'd like to try it again.
I didn't enjoy it, and if you're like, why? It's because I played on BGA without learning it. I hated my life. Ooh.
Maybe you should stop playing games on BGA.
Correct. No, I like playing games on BGA, just not ones that I don't know. Specifically big games.
The funny thing is, though, is Jamie, if it's a game she doesn't know, and let's just say, for example,
I will not learn it.
Let's just say Mike's like, hey, do you guys want to play X game?
Yeah, I don't want to be left out.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be left out, but she also doesn't want to play the game.
Okay, number 69 is Quacks of Quedlingburg. I love that this is still on the top 100. I love this game. We have played this game a bunch. Jeff sucks at this game. No offense, but it's just he can't pull out the right things. Just cherry bomb after cherry bomb.
I have the worst luck on the planet.
Everything's blowing up, but I think it's a great game.
It's a fine game. Number 68 is Age of Innovation, which I have played.
You have?
On BGA.
What?
I think that's the one I've played.
I would hate to play that on BGA.
Is that the Terra Mystica-like one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've played this. Yeah, it was good. I've never played Terra Mystica, but I enjoyed my play of Age of Innovation. Another one I think I'd like to play in person.
Oh, 67 is Power Grid, which we haven't played, which I think is a crying shame because we love Friedman Freeze.
Yeah, for how much we prop up Friedman Freeze and like...
This is his like biggest game.
Yeah, and most popular one.
Yeah.
And we've never played it.
And it's always at Lancelot Games. Mm-hmm. And I've looked at it a million times and never have I ever bought it. We're always like,
oh, well, it's always here.
Same with Concordia, actually.
We'll get it next time.
44 is Power Grid, another one I have no interest in playing.
Number 66 is Tzolk'in, the Mayan calendar. We have not played Tzolk'in.
No, I haven't, for sure.
I very much want to play Tzolk'in. I think we have a copy of Tzolk'in, don't we?
I feel like we do. Didn't we get it around the same time? I got like Tickle.
I'm confusing it with Tikal. Yeah.
Tickle.
I very much want to play Tzolk'in.
Number 65 is Mansions of Madness, a game we have played a billion times and freaking love. It should be higher.
Grand Austria Hotel. Played it. Loved it. It's one of our favorites.
Grand Austria Hotel. Another one I've heard really good things about.
Brothers Murph have talked about this numerous times.
Yeah.
I do want to, though.
I wonder if that's the one I think people say is a very thematic game.
I have no idea.
Nobody knows. Number 63 is Obsession, which is one of my favorite games of all time. It's actually on your top 50 as well. Yeah. You have to watch your top 50 to figure out where.
We play a lot of Obsession.
I play Obsession every single day.
Number 62 is Pandemic Legacy Season 2. We've only played base Pandemic.
And we hated it. Number 61 is another Lacerda, and that's Lisboa, which we recently purchased. We're just trying to get the whole collection.
Yep.
And this is one that I'm super excited for. This is Monique's favorite game of all time. And they play a lot of Lacerdas. Oh, number 62 is Lisboa, and this game is a beast of a game that I am terrified to play.
I honestly don't know anything about it.
It's from a designer that does like very, very heavy games. It's a super heavy game.
Number 60 is Lord of the Rings already? Number 60 is Lord of the Rings Duel for Middle-earth, which is the Seven Wonders Duel reskin.
Doesn't make the game any better.
Spicy take. I just played Seven Wonders Duel again for the first time in a while. And I don't think it's a good game.
Yes, we've played it.
I like it a lot.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's a good two-player game for sure.
I don't know how much you like it.
I don't like either of them.
I wanted to try it again to see if maybe and before you come at me, I've played this game so much. It's one of my most played games. I just think it's objectively a bad game.
Yeah.
Like it comes down to, and people are gonna argue and be like their strategy, blah blah blah. In every single game I've played, you can pretty much tell by halfway through the game, 3/4 through the game, who's going to win it.
I want to try this.
I want to try it just for the sake of trying it because of the IP solely, but if it plays the same way, I'm going to bounce off it just like I have Seven Wonders Duel. Yeah.
59 is Sleeping Gods, which we have played, and God, I would love to play this one, but just not at 2. Like, you would need, maybe when...
I want to look into some house rules about that game.
I think so. It's just a bit... It's just a lot.
It's too much management, but it's the closest game. Though. It's the closest game I've ever felt to it being like a Zelda-like experience.
Yeah, it's a really great game. But
number 58 is Outsworn into the Deepwood. We have played it.
First 3?
Yes. We also covered it on the channel at one point, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
It's a game I want to return to, and one we will probably put on that list as well, especially if our friends Ben and Sarah move. I think it'd be a really cool one for us to play through. I very much like Outsworn. It's great. It's just a big box campaign game.
Just a lot of work.
Yep.
I hate this. Number 57 is Agricola. Can somebody please explain
Not the revised edition.
Why is this a thing? Like, this shouldn't be a thing. It shouldn't be like, hey, it's Agricola first edition, Agricola second edition, Agricola
Listen,
regular.
I'd be completely content if there was 100 versions of Agricola on this list.
For 32, how did Agricola get on this list twice?
What's the other one?
I don't know. The big box, I think.
I thought I saw that
on here so many times.
Number 56 is Blood Rage. one of my favorite games of all time. I love Blood Rage. It is a great area control game.
And number 55 is Cthulhu Death May Die, a game we love. We have a great time with this, and we have played this one in particular. We haven't played season 2 or the newest one, but we do own them. Cthulhu Death May Die. Funny you should ask. We just got this one. We just got
Funny
this
indeed,
one
you should
in
ask.
the mail.
This one's coming up.
This one's coming up.
Spooky month.
Spooky season.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Number 54 is a game I very much want to play, but I'm terrified to play it, and it's going to probably take way too long. That is On Mars.
Yeah.
Another Lacerda. I don't know if
this is the only Lacerda game that I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
53 is Anachrony. We love Anachrony.
Yes.
Jeff loves Anachrony. We own all of Anachrony. So yes, we have played it.
Anachrony is incredible. Number 52 is Caverna, which is basically Agricola for babies.
Maybe I'd like that one.
And I mean that in the nicest way. Caverna is a great game, but it just opens up more things. It's less punishing than Agricola. So very much the same game, different theme, but I think it's great. 51 is Pandemic Legacy Zero. As we already mentioned, we've only played base Pandemic, but this year, as part of the Kickstarter stretch goals, we are going to be playing a Pandemic Legacy game. We initially were going to do 0, but our friends have said that 1 is actually the best one for us to do, so I think we might switch it up. Number 50 is Hegemony, Lead Your Class to Victory. We have played this game. We covered it on the channel. It is a phenomenal game, but just another difficult one to table because it's such a big, beefy boy. Yeah, beefy boy. And I think would play best at 4. Agreed. At number 49 is Cascadia. Say less. We've played that so many times and love it. Number 48 is Puerto Rico, which I have played a few times on BGA. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't understand it. 47 is Kanban EV. We have played this. We love it. Excellent, excellent game. Number 46 is Underwater Cities. I want to play this. Not played it. No, this is a Suchi game, though, and we love Prodigals Club. 45, PAX Premier. I've played a lot of PAX Premier. It's one of my favorite games of recent that I've never played before and learned. Yeah, I just want to play more and more PAX Premier. 59, PAX Premier, second edition. You need to put your glasses on. Premier. I literally can't see anything right now. Swing the tides of the great game as countries vie for control of Afghanistan. I don't want to play that. 44, Jeff. Crokinole. We're Canadian. Of course we've played it. Of course we played it. Jamie is not very good at it. I suck at Crokinole. I suck at anything that requires accuracy. Flick of Faith is a little bit more forgiving because you can kind of flick it around and still get points. We should play Flick of Faith in the Gameathon. Yeah. Number 43 is Food Chain Magnate. We haven't played it. I personally don't think I have any interest in it. You did it once. I know. This is another situation. Somebody set it up. I don't want to own it. Somebody set it up for me, teach it to me, and then maybe I'll get out in the first 2 rounds and I'll be fine with it. I think it's one of those things that I feel like I'd play it and I would end up feeling similarly about it that I feel like about Nemesis, where it's like, well, if I lose turn 1, that's going to be... Yeah. And that happens to me all the time in Nemesis. And so if it happened in Food Chain Magnate, I'd be like, okay, cool, I experienced it, I'll never play it again. Yeah. Far too intimidating for me to even want to try. It's a very heavy game that apparently you can get kicked out first round. And then just sit around watching people? Yes. Oh. Scary stuff. That's not cool. And 42, I mean, you might as well go. It's Marvel Champions. Yeah, that's a you thing. I love this game. I love You've only played it 5 times? No, I've played it more than that. That's all that's been recorded. Because I started playing this before we started recording BG Stats. I love this game. I want to play more of this game, but honestly, who's got the time? You say that, you never do. I did last year. I played it quite a bit. Number 41 is Heat, Pedal to the Metal. It's a great racing game. It's one of the best pure racing games, I think, in board game form. I agree. And there's a ton of content out for it now. And it's on BGA, so easy to play. Yeah. Number 40 is Sky Team. I've played this and you haven't, so suck it. So finally. Nick and I played this when he came to visit last year, and I have played it on BGA with Mike as well. It's a great game, but I do have to say, I do not think this is a top 100 game. It's gotten a ton of hype. People love it, but I'm shocked. But who am I? Honestly, what do I know? Nothing. I think it's fun, though. Nothing. 39 is Viticulture Essential Edition. I would play Viticulture anytime anyone wants to. I'm in a game of it on BGA right now. Yeah, I actually, you know what? There's a couple games that have been in this top 100 that I'm immediately, I'm going to go set up a game of that on BGA when I'm done. Viticulture and Clans of Caledonia.
38's Everdell. We actually recently replayed Everdell.
Yeah, so History.
Yeah,
we played
History.
Everdell forever ago when we first got into the hobby and really bounced off of it.
Yeah, specifically Jeff.
And then we played it again.
Yeah, we played it again recently, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I liked it more than I did originally, but I still don't think it's a game I am really interested. Now, that being said, people have mentioned that there's specific, like...
It's like
Spirecrest, maybe?
Maybe.
To make it best at 2. Number 37 is The Crew Mission Deep Sea.
Enough is enough.
We've given you our crew opinion.
But we've not played that one, to be fair. Number 36 is Barrage. We own it.
I've played it handful.
Played it.
I've played it a handful of times.
BGA. It's on BGA, of course.
Yeah. It's a really, really clever worker placement game.
I probably would like it.
I do think you would.
It's very dark, you know?
It's just one of those games that kind of sits on the shelf and doesn't get pulled out, but I do think you would like it.
Story of the lives of most of our games.
Yeah.
Number 35 is Mage Knight. Oh, it's your turn to talk.
Yeah, Mage Knight we own. I own the big Ultimate Edition. And I still hold out hope one day that I'll play it solo.
Maybe when you retire.
Maybe.
Number 34 is Orleans, which we love. We love Orleans.
God.
It's such a great game.
I just played with Q Lanu and someone else.
I think that's who I'm playing. Oh, no, maybe
They
Chester.
absolutely
crushed
me.
It's a great game.
33 is Too Many Bones. We love Too Many Bones.
Love it.
With tons of content in the past and upcoming.
Yep. Too Many Bones, and this is a game that Max paid too many
bones for.
Too many money bones.
Too many money bones. We have a hard time spending that much money on one
Who's
game.
got that many Mario coins?
That's a
32's Wingspan. This should probably be higher on the top 100 if I'm being honest with you, just based on like the love of the world of this game. It's fantastic.
31 is Terra Mystica. Not a game we've played. Again, I've played the other Age of Innovation, smaller experience one. Gaia Project as well. Yeah, but not Terra Mystica.
I have no interest. Number 30 is Root. What's Root? I don't know that we've ever... Is that a game? What's that about, I wonder?
Root is the best game ever created. It is my number one favorite game of all time, and it's been there ever since I started in the hobby. I still play Root every week, multiple times a week. It is my most played game by far. I could not gush about this game enough.
Root. Yes, we have played Root, and we also have an expansion here. And
I really like Root, and I wish it would hit the table more. I love the asymmetry in that game.
Number 29 is Lost Ruins of Arnak. And it's, interestingly enough, a game I initially was kind of like bouncing off of.
Yeah, for sure.
But
and I've
come back around on it. It's a great game. I'm terrible at it, but I do enjoy playing it. It's a really fast, speedy, lots of decision space.
I wish they would add the Expedition Leaders expansion to BGA, because typically when we play this now, it's on BGA. We haven't gotten it physically to the table in a while. Anyways, it's a great game.
Expedition Leaders is the only way I want to play that game moving forward.
Makes it way better.
And I should mention, it adds variable player powers.
Arkham Horror, the card game, we have played. I've played this more than Jeff because I played it solo for a little while. And I love it, but it's just every time... Yeah, there's so many keywords and you have to relearn it, and it's not a game that Jeff particularly loves, and so if I play it solo, it's harder to play solo. This is one you kind of, whereas like Marvel Champions I enjoy playing solo, this one is one I think I'd rather play. It's another
lifestyle game in my opinion.
It is. Kenny loves it. Rodney loves it. Like, people love it.
Number 27 is Great Western Trail 2nd Edition. One of my favorite games. It's incredible.
I don't like it. 26 is Frosthaven. We haven't played this. We've played Gloomhaven. We've played Jaws of the Lion. We have Frosthaven.
It's in that. It's going to be in that. I think people will probably vote for that if it's in it.
Yeah, it's an experience, that's for sure.
Number 25 is Concordia. We have mentioned probably, again, one of the biggest gaps in our
gaming experience.
I want to
play it so bad. Number 18 is Concordia, another hard sell for Jamie because it just looks boring.
Have not played it.
24 is Feast for Odin. Of course we played it. I have never actually learned it, but I have played it a bunch.
We just got a copy of it, and I'm going to sit Jamie down and teach her how to play. Because
we have the expansion waiting for us at the board game
the
cafe.
Norwegians. I know that Jamie would like this game.
Feast for Odin, which is a big boy. I didn't realize, like, I always knew it was big, but I did not know
it was that big.
Number 23 is Clank Legacy. Acquisitions Incorporated, we had mentioned we played one scenario of this and enjoyed it. Clank's a great universe of games.
Yeah. 22 is Nemesis. We are not as hot on Nemesis as many other people. We have never had an amazing experience playing it. Jeff typically gets killed and kicked out very early. Just by the game.
By the game just deciding it wants me out of the game.
I've made it till the end of one, and then the second one, I was the second person that got kind of booted out. And I'm just like, I don't know.
I like the concept. I very much want to like Nemesis, and we've also played Nemesis Lockdown.
Yeah.
I want to like that game, but every time I've played it, it's just been a really rough experience.
22 is one I really want to play. It is Nemesis. Zach has it. Zach has just gotten home. This will be something we will play together.
Aliens.
21 is Brank Lancashire. We've not...
Say it again.
Lancashire.
Say the first word.
Brass.
You said Brank. You said Brank Lancashire.
You're going to have to...
I don't
think I did.
Brank.
Number 21 is Brass Lancashire, which we haven't played. We've played Brass Birmingham. We have Lancashire. I would like to play Lancashire, but we have not played it yet.
So I haven't told Jeff this, but if you watched my board game journaling video, you would have seen that I set us a challenge for this year. I wanted to play 10 games from 10 of our favorite creators, and this is Naveen's favorite game. So I put this on the list.
Nice. Okay. He likes this more than Birmingham? Yeah. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. And that's how I know that Monique's is Lisboa, because that's also on the list.
Neat.
Number 20 is Seven Wonders Duel, which we've already talked about. We are not fans of the Seven Wonders world.
The fact that game is 20 is wild.
I've never liked it. Like, we've had them, obviously, like, getting into the hobby, you get Seven Wonders, you get Seven Wonders Duel, and I've always been kind of like,
Yeah.
We already talked about this.
Number 19 is Eclipse Second Dawn for the Galaxy, which is, like, I think the OG Eclipse.
Yeah.
We've already talked about Eclipse. We've not played it.
I don't want a civilization in space. Number 18 is Scythe. This is an OG love for us. We love Scythe. And we are going to have a playthrough of Scythe at some point this year on the channel. And I'll probably get like Jason and Zach and maybe Matt. We might do like a full 5-player game, do the full experience.
Number 17 is the OG.
I hate this.
Great Western Trail, I've mentioned. I've played the OG, I've played the second edition, and I've played one of the expansions that I am not recalling. But I love that game.
Does this not bother you when it's like, oh, there's 2 versions of the exact same game and they're both on the list? You're taking up space.
It doesn't bother me because it's just a rating system. It doesn't really matter.
Number 60 is A Castle of Burgundy, which we have played
classic
an insane amount of times.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
Number 15 is this is the one we've played.
This is the one we've
not
played.
The other one.
What was that one?
Maybe a older version. Through the Ages, A New Story of Civilization is the one we've played, not Through the Ages, Story of Civilization. Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't played the original one.
We've played the new updated one.
Yes, which I would love to play again.
So we lied to you.
We lied to you, like, literally straight out of the gate. It's fine. Number 14 is Dune Imperium Uprising. We have not played this.
Yes,
You've played Uprising?
Yep.
Oh, on the app? I'm not invited to the app games because I don't take my turns. So
correct.
Anyways, Jeff has played it. I've only played the original.
It's, again, one of my favorite games. Number 13 is Twilight Strug. Amazing 2-player game that Jamie hasn't played that I think is somewhat criminal.
Yeah, I should play it.
Maybe at Circle DC.
Number 12 is Gaia Project. We've both played this. However, I have only played this physically years ago, and you've played it on BGA quite a few times with Mikey.
Yep.
I remember really enjoying it, and I think I would only want to play this physically.
Yeah, that's fair. Digitally, it's tough. I would agree with you. I'm not great at Gaia Project. Mike and I always talk about this game, about how much we love the game, but how bad we objectively are at it.
Yeah.
But it's a great game. Number 11 is Gloomhaven Jaws of Lion, which is an amazing campaign experience. Like
one
having
of the only
that
campaigns
book,
we've ever finished.
having the book with the maps and everything, just such, it was a really, really great iteration of Gloomhaven.
It was perfect for us because we tried to play Gloomhaven like 3 separate times with 3 separate groups, and they kept bailing. So we're like, let's just do Jaws Lion by ourselves. Number 10 is Spirit Island, which is notoriously a game that we have not enjoyed. It is like early on a game that we sold in our collection.
And we've got a lot of flack for our opinions on Spirit Island.
Yes. I would love to try it again. I'll be honest with you, now that we understand board games a little bit better, but we were like, this game's impossible.
Yeah. Number 9, Star Wars Rebellion. One of my favorite games of all time. Is an incredible 2-player Star Wars experience.
Yeah, we love it. Number 8 is War of the Rings 2nd Edition. So Jeff has played it.
Yeah.
Jamie hasn't, unfortunately.
It's my second favorite game of all time. After an initial play of it, it's everything I want in a board game. And I'm very, very... Nick's coming to visit, and he's going to bring his copy, and he's going to teach us while Jamie plays, and I'm really looking forward to it, because I think Jamie will love it as well.
I love Lord of the Rings.
I love Lord of the Rings.
I definitely love it more.
That's not true.
Oh.
Terraforming Mars is number 7. We've played it, of course. It's just not for us. I don't know. I'm just
over it now.
I just think it's fine.
It is fine. Number 6 is Dune Imperium, the OG Dune Imperium. I do think Uprising is like essential now. I do think it improved the game enough to make it the essential version, in my opinion. But Dune Imperium is incredible.
It's a great game. Number 5 is Twilight Imperium 4th Edition. No, we haven't played Twilight Imperium. It is a game that before we die, we might play. So
doubtful.
Number 83, Twilight Imperium 3rd Edition. We got that bad
I got that
boy
bad
right
boy
up
sitting
there.
right next to me. Never played it. Probably never will.
Don't want to play it, but we have.
Jamie doesn't like those big epic
That's
games.
Step 1. I like that there's a lion on it.
Maybe with Jason and Zach, we might be able to get it to the table.
Yeah, that's a great game for you guys to play without me.
Number 4 is Gloomhaven. Again, Jamie just mentioned we've tried to play through Gloomhaven 3 separate times.
We've gotten like halfway through.
We got pretty far in one, and then every single time the group we've played with has bailed.
People lack commitment.
We've never actually gotten through a full campaign of Gloomhaven.
Correct. Number 3 is Ark Nova, which obviously we've played. Jeff plays a ton of it on BGG.
I've played a lot of it. I've played it enough now where I feel like
you've seen it.
I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Like
without the expansion, I assume.
Yeah, I've only played base Ark Nova, and a lot of people, like, I've talked about this to a lot of people, and I'm like, I feel like I've seen everything. Like, every game is the same now. And people are like, what do you mean? Like, I play like 300 more games than you, and like I'm still uncovering things, and I'm like, I don't see how
the same way.
that's possible. Like, I would like Ark Nova more if there was like a strategy that actually involved like making the animals. Like, you basically have to go for the conservation projects in order to win this game. Number 2 is... That's the one people recommend. Pandemic Season 1. Pandemic Legacy Season 1. So this is the one people recommend we play.
Which makes sense. It's the highest
ranked. And I mean, it's number 2. Yeah. So we'll probably get this one, and this will be the one we play through. Yeah.
We were going to do 0 because I just assumed that was like where you start. But
yeah, I think we both thought this one was 0.
I think so, yeah. So we'll do this one this year, and we'll film the experience. And number 1, of course, is Brass Birmingham. It's been number 1 for a little while now, and we've obviously played this. We've played it a bunch.
I like it a lot. Jamie, I think, bounced off.
I'm so hot and cold with this game because I have had really good experiences and I've had really bad experiences. Yeah. And that to me means it's almost too swingy for me to know whether or not I actually really like it.
I think it's one of those games you have to be in the mood to play, and last time we played it, we weren't. And because you were teaching it, and you struggled a little bit to remember some of the stuff, and then you probably
I think the rule book is pretty bad.
You got in your own head about it, but Brass Birmingham was incredible.
Thank God for Rodney, that's all I'll say.
I don't understand how you don't like this game.
Number 3 is Brass Birmingham, which is literally just like an economic game about being boring and selling beer.
It's so good.
Anyways, that is the top 100 games, and whether or not we have played them, I'm going to link below our original video. Sure. The list was very different back then. Brass Birmingham wasn't number 1.
Gloomhaven was still
Gloomhaven was still number 1. Like, some of these games hadn't even come out yet. So it's kind of like a really interesting contrast, not only between like who we were as gamers at that point,
but where the hobby
was at that point.
I mean, and let's also understand whether or not you agree with this BGG list, it is subjective. It's people's ratings based off of whatever they decide they want to use as criteria.
Some people rate even when they don't play it, so you just can't take it too seriously. They're like, I hate animals.
This is not the mecca of board game lists. Like, if you don't agree with the list, that's great. Yeah.
So maybe we'll continue. Like, we did this whole series up to 1,000 a few years ago. Maybe we'll redo it again because it's just kind of fun to kind of go through.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
This is primarily one of the ways that we found a bunch of games that we wanted to.
And why exactly. And why I like it is like, now I want to go set up a game of viticulture and clans. Because I just like, there's so many games and we review and cover so many games that I just forget about stuff. I'm like, Clans of Caledonia, it's a great game.
A way to reinvigorate our love of the hobby and stuff like that. But anyways, my friends, that is the video for today. Would love to know in the comments below, are you surprised at how many of these games we played? Because the first time we did this video, it was like, definitely not that many.
Yep.
Would love to know, but that's everything. So if you're interested in buying board games, like any of the many that were listed on the top 100, you should first start by checking your friendly local gaming store. And for us, that is
the Boardroom Game Cafe.
If you like what you see,
please subscribe.
We hope to see you again soon. And now we say goodbye, goodbye.
Later days. You're thinking of Age Ammonia?
No. I'm thinking of a big square blue box with a dragon on it that says Aeon's Trespass.
No. Look up Aeon's Trespass. I just want to prove you wrong on camera.
No, you're not gonna though, Jeffy.
Okay. Aeon's Trespass. No, you're good.
I spelled it wrong.
No, you're good.
There it is. It's just Aeon. That's not the one I'm thinking of.
Sure isn't.
What am I thinking of? What's the one I'm thinking of? Aeon. Aeon and Legacy? No. No. Jeff, do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
You've got to know. You. Okay, well, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I know what I'm talking about. We have something. Anyways, doesn't matter. We haven't played it.
I'm like positive.
Every time I see Le Havre, it is. We live in a place very close to a place called Le Havre.
Which is the same thing, but English.
Exactly. Phew. All right. It's pointed at you again, but it's fine.
No, it's not.
It's not?
No.
Okay. You ready?
Yep.
That was such a hassle fest. Festival of the Hassles.
Oh.
Was that your neck?
Yep, sure was.
Thanks.